AMI presenter Alex Smythe traveled to Red Deer, Alberta to learn more about the Lending Cupboard.
This registered non-for-profit organization helps Albertans with medical needs gain access to medical equipment, from wheelchairs to walkers and canes.
The service is available to people of all ages for end-of-life care, extreme sports injuries, disability, and recovering from illness and injury.
Alex met up with Executive Director Dawna Morey, some volunteers, and grateful clients.
Yes, I would like to return this chair.
Okay, so you just want to go to the return.
I'm Dawna Morey. I'm the Executive Director of the Lending Cupboard Society of Alberta. It was created by a woman by the name of Jackie Joyce, who herself was dealing with wanting to care for her husband at home as long as possible. And she didn't have access to equipment for that, and the cost was really expensive for her. And so she just decided that it would be her vision to be able to open an organization that would be able to support people short-term, long-term, to be able to deal with these very variety of situations that we have where medical equipment is needed. So as people come in the door, they're immediately hit with seeing shelves of equipment. Everything from the air boots and crutches to walkers, wheelchairs, commodes, bed rails, toilet risers. We processed over 17,000 pieces of equipment in this last year.
Isabelle Stuart is in to return a piece of equipment that she had borrowed for her 96-year-old mother.
My mom was on a waiting list for a very long time, since December, waiting for a wheelchair. We desperately needed a Broda chair, and to purchase one was $3,000–4,000. And then we heard about the Lending Cupboard and came in same day, picked it up and took it home for her, and it's made a huge difference for her.
Well, we don't rent, we lend. So there is no fee for the equipment itself. There's a $10 processing fee.
Hi, yes, please.
They're greeted at the door by one of our volunteers, who then will take the list of equipment that they need. We'll have a volunteer that will, if necessary, size them up properly for that equipment.
A client is in to pick up a cane.
There's different heights, they'll elevate up and down.
I think I'll prefer this.
Okay.
And then another volunteer will help record all of that into our system.
And what is your name?
Hanson A. Dadebo. Some time ago, I got a notice for a surgery, and I didn't have money to buy all these things. So around that time, I was not working, and all the stuff was over $1,500. Somebody told me about a lending cupboard, and I got about 90% of all the stuff I was supposed to buy. The place is a very good place to work with, the lending cupboard, and they are helping us a lot.
We really rely on the donations to be able to keep the doors open and keep the supplies going and keep it in high quality. We get equipment that gets donated to us because people have gone out and they have purchased it. And then when it's no longer needed by the individual or by the family, they have found out about the Lending Cupboard and they donate it to us.
Tanja Baker is returning a wheelchair that she had borrowed for her father.
Really, it means that there's one less stress in our lives when we're caring for aging parents. The biggest benefit is that there is no cost, and that the service is very accessible and free, and that we're able to come in when we need it and use it for the period that we need it, and then return it when we're through with it.
And how do they keep the equipment in tip-top shape?
Well, certainly through our quality control and in our sanitizing process and drying. It then goes back through where it is looked at, and if there are parts that need to be replaced on it and we can do that, we do that. Our goal is that people will have access to medical equipment when needed, and that we decrease the barriers that people face in order to get access to that equipment, to be able to fill that gap in health services.
Wow, what a vital service they offer there. You can tell how much of an impact the Lending Cupboard has had on its clients, not to mention the community. Did you know that more than 80 volunteers lend their time, commitment, and support?
No, I didn't. Did you know that they have an inventory of over 9,000 items?
I did not. It is a brilliant concept, though, and is saving people a lot of unnecessary stress and, of course, money. We all know how expensive medical equipment can be. I'm shocked there aren't more organizations like this across the country.
Well, Dawna explained that use of the lending cupboard has increased 800% over the first 10 years that it's been operating. So there's definitely a need for donations for this organization.
If you'd like to find out more about ways to volunteer, how to donate, or learn more about the service, go to lendingcupboard.ca.